that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, Lance. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Niners at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
3-3.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Ty Davis-Price, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by a Ty Davis-Price touchdown catch. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing Jones.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Harris running straight ahead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Now Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Davis Price, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Quick, yellow. Check, pitch. Hut.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Lance now on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1, and the Patriots get the football back. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week. Left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Valentine now from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because they're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step
under pressure. They got him again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. So with their backs practically backed up against the goal line, just why? Why did they do that?
I'm taking it from the other perspective because I have zero answer about why. How about if you're on defense and you realize they're going for it in this situation? That's just blatant disrespect from your team. And you're almost incredulous. You're like, what are they planning on doing here? What kind of crazy play should we expect to see? But there's no way they should pick that up here, and they didn't.
And now incredible field position. Gano's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we have
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Valentine now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on third down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On first down, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are back within a score.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
And Lance now to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here's Lance to throw it. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He's got Ayuk.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Patriots have it.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half. And that's and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second down, here's Davis Price.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
On the double.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Lance. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch.
Davis Price hit, and he fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at. So that challenge, a successful one. 2nd and short now following the fumble.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There he goes right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. There, this defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
On the ball. Wide open.
To throw, it's Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They're their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Running left, Davis Price.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ty Davis Price
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the 49ers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they'll begin by running the option.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Jones.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Javon Kinlaw drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 72 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
34 yards.
And the Niners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
New England trying to get to place on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They go play action here on first down. Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Jones. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Gano's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Ultra.
Davis Price up the middle.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Lance back to throw.
And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Ready, play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Lance.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
On the ball.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Red, cycle. Green back. Red, green. Ready?
Here's Lance.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw.
That's going to be caught. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Lance going to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. To throw is Jones. To Henry, and he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. So a nice pickup there all the way up past the 40-yard line.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now Jones. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for San Francisco, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.